just win, baby.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You reached the workout with Kush. Today is Saturday, June 24th, 2023. Got a couple of new songs up in the beat list. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Got me and my best friend Mando. Say hi. Say hi. Yo, buddy. Say hi, bud. Say hi. What's up, man? Got my boy Mando with me, my dog. Got to get his miles in today. So we walking him out, giving him a little stretch, a little walk. We just finished 1 mile. So we'll do Mando, we're gonna do a mile on the track. Yeah? Yeah, we'll just do a little cardio mile and then we'll finish up and be done. But we'll talk about Raider news. There's a couple hot topics that just dropped. So we'll touch on those real quick. But the criminal charges on Davante Adams, you know what I'm saying? He has been through the ringer, absolute hell. Went through, some legal battles in KC. Mando, when Davante is messing with him, yeah, he was going through some legal battles, and for that push or that assault, supposed assault, in Kansas City against the Chiefs in their last home game that we played against them. Just found out that those charges were dropped. Now, the thing about it is that does not mean that since those charges are dropped, that he is still not going to face a heavy, heavy lawsuit, which it probably won't help the case for this other guy, which I hope it doesn't, to try and go after Davante's pockets. But it most definitely puts a flat tire in that process. So the Kansas City courts or the Missouri courts have officially dropped the charges against Davante Adams. That is a blessing. Happy to see that. There's still a pending civil case though. So the lawsuit, it's like if you remember, well, everybody remembers the OJ trial or stuff like that, major cases where you may have the criminal charges dropped, but are acquitted, and you may have a whole civil case that may be piled up on the back burner that's going to go after you. So that's what's going on with Davante. Very good day in Raider Nation. He doesn't have to worry about that bullshit, at least that part of it. And we'll see what happens with the rest of it. Let's see, we got in the house today. We got JB. What's going on with you, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, man, just out here walking this big ass dog, my big Roddy. We got PHL, Pushing Healthy Lifestyles. I'll have a special announcement here later, or probably beginning of next month. But you guys aren't following Pushing Healthy Lifestyles, aka PHL, do so. Make sure you follow my brother, loyal Raider fan as well. He works hard, a great trainer. I'll be getting a lot of my information from him, and we'll be talking a lot more here pretty soon, and hopefully maybe doing some broadcasts together, and we'll talk about maybe some workouts and go over some of that stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. So for sure, man, salute to you, bro. Got Protect the Shield podcast. Hey, man, that was a good podcast yesterday, bro. You did your thing. That was excellent. Was good to see. I think her name was Maya. I forget the other guy's name on there, but then you had Johnny from Nation's Most Hated. Salute to my brother over there. He's doing his thing. You guys did great. Come on, Mando. But yeah, it was a good showing, bro. That was a very good showing. The one topic that he brought up, I knew he was gonna go there after that Hugh Jackson interview, which I was waiting on. Been waiting for you to talk about it. Is Al Davis? What's people's view of Al Davis as an owner. How do we feel about him, post Thomas? How do we feel about him as a legacy in total? And I'll say this about Al Davis is that if it wasn't for Al, we wouldn't be in this position today, good, bad, or ugly. With 3 rings, which he was a big part of, with getting the type of players and the people that we needed in the building to all play together. The addition of hiring the personnel that he needed at the time was always huge. That was big for us to be able to get, the first black head coach, the first Hispanic head coach, the first female NFL executive. So that part that he accomplished, I love. I appreciate that about Al. Going into his later years, man, that was rough, with some of the signings and the trades and the decisions that was being made. At some point, we're all going to hit a basis in our life where we're going to say, hey, we need to get, you good? We need to get someone to come in and help us out and help manage the business because our brain is getting old. Our cells are deteriorating and we're not remembering stuff or acting the way that we normally would. So that's what I saw with Al, is that was missing. That was the part that was missing about his legacy, that he didn't have his son to be able to pass over that legacy properly to, which he did. A lot of folks talked about on Chris's podcast yesterday that possibly Mark Davis didn't even want to be the owner of the Raiders, which is a realistic thing to talk about, because every report that I've ever read about Mark Davis is that he's been in competition with his father, which maybe that was Al's way of, training him and mentoring him to take over the team, but he never gave him any money. Growing up, he had to earn it. He kicked him out when he brought it up to his dad about Cliff Branch's contract and how that was a contract that, he had to get paid and negotiate on his own. And so Al said, you're not going to be talking to me like that in my house. So he moved out. And what did Mark do? He moved in with his best friend, with Cliff Branch. So when you talk about a guy that loves the team, loves the players, and loves the Raiders, and everybody alumni-wise will probably have, my back on saying this, is that, Mark and Al have taken care of their alumni, their players, their staff to the utmost extent, to the point to where, they go and visit the team facility, talk to the new players, give them some time, break bread with them. And this is players that haven't played for the Raiders in, 10, 20 years. So I do love the fact that we're the only NFL organization that still incorporates our former players that way. We bring them in, we treat them like family. They are family. Once a Raider, always a Raider. So that legacy alone has been carried. That torch has been passed from Al to Mark Davis. So if we're not being as critical about all the other decisions, the culture and the fact that we can find, peace and solitude in that type of culture has been established. The rest of the stuff, we can work on. The free agency, the extra money that we needed, all of that stuff has been misguided for sure. But we could work on that. We can most definitely work on that. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we had. We made that move to Vegas. That's why we've worked our ass off to try and get the best entertainment platform in America. And we're there. We're the best team in America, and we got the best platform in America, I believe. The next step is probably Dallas, their stadium, or LA and the Lakers. So they have soccer practice out here today. Getting it in. Come on. You tired? No? You ain't tired? Yeah? You all good? We got 2 more laps, huh? 2 more laps to go. We get our mile in and then we done. Got my boy out here working out. My boy Mando, he's getting his workout on. So yeah, that is how I see Al Davis as an owner. I really do appreciate what he did in his earlier years. His later years got a little entangled with probably some dementia or some Alzheimer's or something. Um, but the way that he saw it, man, he felt like he was a part of this team. Like it was him. Like his DNA was all over this team, and his voice was the highest voice that was ever said in that building. And it is abundantly clear when you look at how he made the decisions, especially with what you were talking about, Chris, and Trek the Shield about Darren McFadden, saying how he'll get or not with Darren McFadden, but the interview with Hugh Jackson about Darren McFadden and how Hugh would get the phone call and they'd be like, hey, man, I want to talk to you. So when you start seeing stuff like that, you start seeing the culture being changed. Is it for the better, the Patriot way? It could be, and it is the Patriot way. There ain't no doubt about it. When you start signing, most of the people that were previously a part of another regime, they're going to adopt certain principles or they're going to adopt their own. It seems like it's been a hybrid. They've taken a mix of the Patriot way with the Al Davis way, and hopefully they come up with something from it that's going to be positive, it's going to be good. But I like what I'm seeing from the change. At least we needed a little bit of change in the Raiders organization. The old school way was working for a long time, and now it's turning into a whole different wave of the way you have to deal with player contracts, the way you have to deal with the salary cap, the way you have to deal with your veteran players and your UDFAs, your acquisitions of players. And now we're seeing that. We're joining that next era of football and the business management portion side of it. And I want to be the best at that from the Raiders standpoint. I think that we can. And like I said, just win, baby. That's going to take a whole nother viewpoint in 2023. Armando, yeah, last lap. Yeah, you got one more in you, bud. Yeah, you're doing great. My dog's tired now. He's on the second mile. We're about to knock out this third. But man, if you guys are dog people and you don't have this little collar that he has, he can open his mouth and breathe, do everything he needs to, but it doesn't restrict his airflow. But he doesn't walk around and be trying to mess with stuff and do anything. See, he's right here. He's right next to me. It keeps him very, very disciplined. It's better than a choker because this guy, his neck is thick as fuck, like extremely thick. So we tried chokers, the choke collars, and it was a struggle to try and walk this guy. But ever since we got this little piece that goes around his mouth or his snout, it's working. It's working very good. It doesn't put any pressure, any pain on him. But you see, he just stays right here with me. Gets his walk on. You saying hi? Yeah. You say hi? Come on. Last lap. So last lap on this one, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. We go into mile 3. But yeah, you good? You see the people playing soccer? Yeah, good job. Good job. Yeah. Come on. Good job. That's a good boy. Yeah, me nor my dog have eaten yet. We're in our fasted cardio. So when we get done with this, we'll make sure he's good. Make sure I eat good. I don't know what I'm going to get yet, but last night was my cheat meal for sure. I ate bad. I ate bad. So, yeah, that's how I feel about the current regime, the Al Davis regime. What you got your last? What you got a little pick me up? You want to go somewhere? Come on, last lap, fool. Come on, we're gonna knock it out. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel about this regime, this past regime, Al Davis. We got caught up with Davante, talking about his legal issues and how that case has been criminally dropped. There's still going to be a hefty lawsuit, I'm sure, against the NFL the Raiders, the Chiefs, the security, and Davante himself against this kid. I don't even know this guy's name, but he most likely will get some bread out of somebody. They'll settle. But again, it opens up a lot of implications if they're able to include Davante and the NFL on his lawsuit and they continue on with that. So that's the one thing I'm gonna keep track of is if the lawsuit is gonna continue in lieu of the criminal charges. Come on, bud. We're almost there. Yeah. You doing good. Yeah, I'm proud of you. You're doing great, man. Good job. Mando getting it in. Last little lap. Uh, other than that, not much going on Raider news. That's a good sign. We had family day for the NFL players that are in mini camp right now, or that will be attending camp. I saw Adam Plant's dad last night. Man, that's a proud papa, man. I'm so happy to see good, proud black fathers in their kids' life. Like on all real shit. That's what I really love to see. This is a guy that, this is his junior. Of course, he raised the hell out of this kid. I want to see him make the team, the 53-man roster. Hey, we just finished that mile. Good job, Mando. Okay. We had about a 17-minute pace, Mando. That's pretty good. We just knocked out mile number 2. But anyway, sorry, I had notification. My ear just went off. So yeah, proud father. I love to see that. I love to see black fathers, taking care of their kids. I love to see all fathers taking care of their kids, but especially black fathers. And that's where I got my connection with Mr. Plant, Adam Plant. Hopefully he makes this roster. But I saw a highlight tape of Adam Plant covering Michael Meyer, whatever he is, in college when Adam was in the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and Meyer was at Notre Dame. And from the DN position, Adam was standing up, saw the play, read the play, covered Michael Meyer down the field for about 30 yards and stayed with him step for step. Not saying that Michael Meyer is the fastest dude in the world, but here, let's kick the soccer ball back over here to these guys. Nope, flats. But he covered with Michael Meyer. He stayed with him step for step to where he couldn't get the pass. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from Adam Plant all around, the personality, the family factor, and then the aggressiveness on the field. This guy's a Spartan in, Spartan type mindset. I love the way that he prepares. He gets his mind ready for it. And you look at his stats and you compare him to Tyree, they're pretty damn comparable. Especially having, no extra help on the defense, and him being the main guy that was getting blocked, that was getting, covered on every single down. He still produced 8 sacks as well. So you look at a guy like him, you match him up with Chandler, Max, and Tyree, and maybe even Malcolm, leave it, and you got a hell of a team, hell of a D-line. So that's what I'm looking forward to. They did their family day. Sounds like that went great. Mr. Adam Plant got some great views, got some good video. I love to see it. I wish I would have saw all the other family members, but I don't follow everybody on IG like that. But yeah, shout out to the Plant family, man. They're really living their life, living their dream, and I love to see that. I just love to see people winning like that. So Chris says Adam Plant is gonna make it. I think so, man. I really do. I think all personality aside and all publicity aside, he's been getting a lot of publicity because, of course he's the father, or he's the son of some famous security guard for some famous actors and fighters and things like that. So Floyd Mayweather, Shaquille O'Neal, he's been a security guard for these guys. Adam Plant Sr. actually posted a video, movie clip of How to Think Like a Man, part I think part two, and he was in that, and they talked about, or maybe it was part one, and they only made one, but Adam Plant Sr. was in that movie as the actual security guard for. Come on, let's go, Bubba. As the actual security guard for Floyd Mayweather. So he had a scene in there where he took Kevin Hart, put him into a little arm bar, took him down while Kevin Hart was trying to show a flyer to Floyd Mayweather. So it was good to see, man. He's very proud of himself. He showed that. He tagged me in a post with Mitch Renz and a bunch of other of his favorite Raider content creators, Raider Room, Raider Way, people that talked about him or his son in the past. And he posted that clip, man. It was funny as hell. I actually didn't know that clip existed before that. So checking in with him, I had to repost that. And I wish I would have saw that before I wrote my article, but I knew that he was Floyd Mayweather's personal bodyguard, which didn't know he had an actual IMDb credit scene on there. That was a long scene, and I'm sure they had to do that over and over. But that was a good armbar by Mr. Adam Plant. I see you, man. I see you. So yeah, that'll do it for us. Me and Mando got our miles in. We got our walk in. How you feel, Mando? You feel good? Yeah, you feel good? Huh? You feeling good, bud? That's good. All right, y'all. Well, that'll do it for us for Workouts with Kush for today. I'm gonna finish up this last mile. We're gonna make it a quick 3 with me and my dog. Then we're gonna get in here and start eating, get fueled up, and then I'm gonna go get my weights on my actual gym workout. So you guys have a good Saturday. Gyms for the day. What type of gyms of foundation that we can be able to talk about today? Let's see what's on my soul. Being consistent. Always being consistent. No matter what the weather, no matter what the team standing, whatever it is, just be consistent in doing your day-to-day stuff. Don't let anything or anybody push you off of your platform or doing your day-to-day stuff. Stay consistent, work hard, continue to push yourself forward besides backwards. And the only way you can do that is through being consistent. So my goal this weekend is to be consistent with these dog walks, because that's my duties this weekend, is I'll be walking the dog mainly. But being consistent with that, being consistent with your behavior, no matter what the situation is, no matter if you're drunk, you're high, you're angry, you're sad, whatever it is, your message on certain things and your delivery about it stays consistent too. And so that's what I'm working on. That's what I employ everybody else to work on as well. And in the meantime, make sure you guys hydrate, you drink your water, you take your vitamins, you call your mom, and you say your prayers, like Hulk Hogan used to say. Oh, and one more thing too. What was it? It was that one thing that we always used to hear from Al Davis when the Raiders were, oh yeah, just win, baby.
Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't